I want to show you another way to search for lessons. Because we have a school account, we can share lessons with each other and add lessons to our school library. And so when you are in Nearpod and you're at My Lessons, you can see all of your lessons here. And something that you can do, and that I've done because I have so many lessons in my library, I have created folders, and that's what you're seeing here. And um, I've also done that in our school library. And one thing that I do if I have a lesson that I need to access frequently, I use this one and I import it into several lessons. So if there's a tutorial, I keep it out here. And then lessons that I'm still working on, I keep out here outside of a folder. That way I know that's where I am in my work. And so if you're looking for a lesson that is already created by somebody in our district, you can go to our school library, and when you get there, you can see that I have organized those by content and folders as well. And so there's ELA, growth mindset, and all of these different folders. And when they're orange, it's showing that new lessons have been recently added to those folders, and so that might change. You can see how many lessons are in each folder with the number here on the side. And so what I have done and what I'm working on doing with the ELA and math is when you get in, I have broken it down by grade level as I'm creating the lessons. And so eventually there'll be lessons here that are K through 12, whatever, when I'm creating the lessons for teachers as they need. And so then when you get into those folders, so if I go into the first grade folder, you can see that I've broken it down by the first grade essential standards, and then the leveled reader lessons, and then I need to put this one into our um, essential standards folder. So when I get into the essential standards folder, then I've broken those down by the essential standards that our district have identified as what we're teaching. And so then I've put the lessons that go with that essential standard in that folder. And so I'm hoping that will help you target your instruction better or more efficiently. And so then also in the math, I'll show you how I've organized that one. I have it by first through all of the grades. And what I have done with our math is I have taken our essential standards and I have gone on to the Oklahoma Math Frameworks website by the State Department of Education, and I found the essential standards within that framework. And if you don't know what the State Department and the educators who created the frameworks have done, and the only reason why I know this is I was on the team that helped do this, is they have taken all of the standards that are Oklahoma standards, and they have bundled them into units of study so that when you're teaching, you aren't teaching piecemeal standard by standard by standard. So they call it bundling. And so I found our essential standards in the math frameworks and what unit on the math frameworks website those are on. And so I've made unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all these 4 units hold all of our essential standards. On the math frameworks, there are more units, but those units are what I do in my classes, teach those after I've taught the essential standards. And these are done in a progression too. So that's really nice. And so in our shared folder, I'm going to show you that really quick. In our shared folder, something that I've done there, because not all of the lessons and not all the resources that I have created are in Nearpod quite yet. And so in our shared folder, and I know this is more than just a Nearpod, but I want to show you this since I was talking about the units. And so in the math folder, I've broken them down by grade again. And so in first grade, you can see that I have the unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I have the non-essential standards units here. And so I've gone into the State Department and I've downloaded that unit right here. And so that's the unit that would teach all of these essential standards that are in Unit 1. And then if I have lessons and resources that teach these things, that's where those lessons have gone. And these PowerPoints that you see are from one of my friends. His name is Steve Wyborny. And they're PowerPoints that I'm slowly converting into Nearpod lessons. And the scripts and the things that go with these, the supporting materials, are here in these subfolders. So that's just kind of an overview of where you can search for lessons and resources in our school library and how I've organized the material. And I hope that's helpful. And if you're getting in and looking for things and you're finding it difficult to find something, please let me know because I can reorganize these. I've organized it in a way that makes sense for me, but I want it to be a usable tool for you. So just let me know.